my name is Kent Rathbun, and I'm the executive chef and owner of Abacus Restaurant. We've been here for 17 years. Do you believe that? We've done it in many different forms throughout the years, but this is one of my favorite. This is a grilled and then mustard-crusted lamb that we finish in the oven, and we serve it with a really awesome leek hash brown. So we're going to start off by seasoning the lamb rack. This is a garlic-infused kosher salt with a little cracked pepper at the end. And this is one of the things I think really makes our meat stand out. Then a little bit of olive oil, some herbs, and a lot of cracked black pepper. One of my favorite things. Now we're going to take them over to the wood grill and throw them on. Come with me. Nothing like cooking on wood, man.
This is just to get it seared on the outside first.
All right, so now that we have the grill mark done, we got all this really crusty on the outside, all the way around with the wood grill. We're going to take a little bit of Dijon mustard and a little whole grain mustard. We're going to kind of smear on the back here a little bit, and just kind of make sure that it's nice and coated, not too thick. Just take it all the way to the edge, just on the top. By the way, this is the fat side up, and we want to make sure we do that because we want that fat to render down and get real crisp. Okay. A little bit of mustard on both of these, just like this. We just sauteed the breadcrumbs in a little bit of olive oil and some butter until they begin to brown. And now we're just going to sprinkle right on top. So we just want to make sure the breadcrumbs are coated really good and that the mustard is all covered up. All right. Now we're about to take this to about a 450-degree oven. We're just going to go for maybe 8 minutes at the most. So we're going to put them in the oven. We'll be right back. So you know, the reason I decided to become a chef is because I really like to eat. When I was a kid, my mother and my grandmother and my uncles and my father were great cooks. So my brother and I grew up around this really awesome food, and it just kind of fell in place. But it really wasn't until I was about 21 where I really realized that being a chef could really be a dream for me, and it could happen. It's one thing to be a cook, but it's another thing to decide that as a chef, you're really going to try to apply yourself, and you're going to now spend the rest of your life doing this. So Abacus began in 1999. My former business partner and I had this idea to build a world-class restaurant in Dallas. I knew that we could create the food and the ambiance. It was whether Dallas was ready for a restaurant like this. This is a leek hash brown, so we made it with shaved leeks and shaved potatoes. We make it into a cake with a little bit of egg, some salt, pepper, leeks, some scallions, press it into a mold, and then we deep fry it. So it's kind of crispy on the outside and then really beautifully kind of satiny on the inside. The lamb rack, of course, is ready to go. Let's see how we did. We're going to cut a chop off the end here. And then we always finish with some sort of sauce. This particular sauce is a balsamic red wine butter that we use. We're just going to garnish this with just a little bit of microgreens on the top. And there we go. Serve just like that. The one thing I want people to leave with when they come to Dallas and they come to Abacus specifically is, how does a restaurant that's been here for 17 years still feel so fresh? And how is the menu and the bar and the service so relevant to what's happening in today's market? That's what I want to see.